Hi guys, this is Jamie. So whenever the holiday seasons change, I always want a really pretty Christmas wreath or seasonal wreath. It's great how our paper crafts can really work with it. Using the Big Shot, the spiral flower die, the vintage leaves, and coordinating leaflets, framelit, thinlets, and our big bow die, we're going to create this really pretty Christmas wreath for the front of our door. As long as you use lots of hot glue and you tuck it in, it should stand up just fine. See this cute tutorial. Okay, so we're going to create those cool holly berries by making roses with our spiral flower die. I really love this spiral die. It goes right into your Big Shot. So you will put the red glimmer paper, here I cut it at 3.5, put it over, and I'll crank it through and die cut it. It will come out with little bits and pieces, but it will look generally like this. Looks pretty simple. So all I'm going to use is my bone folder, and I'm going to create like a curled effect. When you do that, you're actually messing with the fibers of your, and remodifying the fibers for this to make it curl. You can do it without, but I like to do it with. This will be our flap, so I'm kind of like will fold that back. I'm going to place with hot glue a little dot. Let me see if I can do this here, right here. Do this churning thing there, and it will help it to break the strings. Then I'm going to roll it in and place it there, and I'm going to hold. Count maybe to 10, maybe not. And I'm going to roll around the, roll around the spiral flower. Creates a really pretty rose. But once you put that on the wreath, your rose will look kind of like a holly berry. So then here I have my flap. I'm going to make my rose kind of tight because I want that holly berry look. I'm going to place my finger back. Make sure you have your finger back and you have this here. I'm going to put a generous amount of hot glue. I use it on my silicone pat sheet on a non-burning surface. I don't know if that's the right word. I'll be real, I don't know. But I'm going to hold it down. That hot glue has to set. I do this technique for a really beautiful Valentine's wreath as well. So I'll show that at the end of the video. So once it's dry, hot glue will leak out right there. So that's another reason why I like using the silicone pat sheet. Once it dries, it'll be like this. And you can push all the little edges down into that puddle of glue. You'll have a reflective. You can also take your finger or your bone folder. It's still setting, so I don't want to take my finger off so much yet. But you can curl out the edges to get more red. Hi guys, so we're going to create the leaves for this wreath. I'm actually going to be using the Vintage Leaves stamp set with the coordinating leaflets, framelets. This is actually offered as a bundle, so you can save when you buy the two. It's really great. I stamped the Mellow Moss ink on the Mellow Moss cardstock. I really like it. I use the white chalk marker to add just a slight dash of white, because when I do that, I'm going to end up folding the leaves. So it gives it a little bit more of a light to the center of that leaf. So when you apply it to the wreath, it'll have that look. It's really simple. You stamp. And this is one of the reasons why I love my magnetic platform. And I'll frame out the leaf there. I will cover it up and I will die cut. They will come out easy peasy, just like these do here. So to create the giant bow, we're going to use the big bow die with our Big Shot. I'm actually using the Winter Wonderland really pretty specialty Christmas paper. I like a dash of sparkle to whatever I'm doing. So to create the bow, we're going to take the pieces here and we're going to push them in like so. See how that goes just like that? I like to use on anything that's home decor, I will actually use hot glue just because it's got to stand up to being bumped and possibly the weather. So I'm going to go like so. I'm going to add another one right there. Sorry, my dog's barking at squirrels outside. And then I'm going to apply to the back. I actually did the die cutting on two of them at the same time. So I actually die cut the two pieces of paper at the same time. so that I'm going to have less work to do. So I'm going to apply a little dash of the hot glue here, put it on the back. You can have your ribbon going flat like that, or you can actually have it going down. I think for one of them I'm going to go flat and use that as a gift wrap. And then the other one, maybe for my ribbon, I will go down. I kind of like that look, a little bit more dramatic, don't you think? Ooh, moving it. And you can see the reflection with the gold in there. Isn't that really pretty? Super easy. So once I have the hot glue on it, I'll take the little piece that you'll see in here and I will wrap it. So here I've die cut these two pieces. It will go around to create a finished look. Now I can either do it in gold or I can flip it and do it in the white. I think I'm going to go with the gold. I like that goldy look. So I'm going to put it like so, flip it over, put a dash of hot glue, wrap. This die works great with material. This die works great with thin pieces of wood. As long as you can bend it, you can make a bow. Isn't that really pretty? It's going to look great with all the red, sparkle, and the green. It'll be really great together. So to create a double stacked ribbon, it actually die cuts this extra piece here, and you can then either apply it to the center like so, or if you die cut two, you can have one of them be double centered. See how that works there? So I think I'm going to go with a double centered because it's going to go on my wreath outside and I want to make a big wow element. So again, hot glue, and down towards the middle. Watch your finger because hot glue is, I tell everybody, hot. And then you're going to do the same here. Hot glue. And then you're going to put that down, hot glue. Oopsies. It's always good when we make little mistakes, right? Ouch. Be careful. Remember, hot glue is hot. I use it so much, so I don't even know if I have the same fingerprints as what I did when I was a kid. I'm going to put it back here at an angle. Woohoo, hot. And I'm going to put the other piece back here and try to mimic the same angle. Like so. I will wrap this around and have a pretty dynamic bow to put on my wreath. Isn't that pretty? It's great for presents, it's great for decor, everything. So this is how we assemble the really fun wreath. Once you have all your pieces, I create them all separately. I'm going to create it. Here I have an 18-inch grapevine wreath from my local craft store, and I'm going to be very generous with the hot glue that I'll be using. I know it doesn't show completely in the video. I've got my video camcorder holder thingy as high as I can get it, so you're just going to have to see it piece by piece. Sorry. Again, I will fold my leaves to create my holly berries. Sorry about that. My dog, she's a German Shepherd St. Bernard mix, so she sounds like a fierce bear, but she's really my sweet little pumpkin. So here, I'm going to apply the leaves. Again, get generous with your hot glue. I keep hot glue with me on hand at my craft station because I find I use it a lot in paper crafting. So one, and then maybe the other one will be kind of off. I'm trying to see if that catches in the video. So then I actually die cut 6 leaves using the Mossy Meadow in color. I really like the rich, elegant green of that. So here, and then again, I'm going to get generous and put my roses, which will mimic holly berries, onto here. Get good and generous, especially if you're going to be going outside. If you're going to have your wreath outside, which I will, I like to make sure it's going to stand up to the elements. I might even, after it's all dried, go in from behind a little bit, holding up my wreath, which I cannot videotape, and add extra gobs of glue so that it would hold really well. We had a recent vintage leaf class where we did this exact same technique where we created a pretty fall wreath, and you'll see that in my blog. I'll have a link on my bio. Today is December 2nd, 2015. So once you have that down, it creates a really, you can actually do like 3, if that's the holly berry look. I don't know if they actually grow in 3s. I should probably look it up, but I'm just going to craft the heck out of it, right? You have to hold it and let it dry. So this is how you have your pretty completed holly berry wreath. And you'll get to see the picture on my blog. This is just a grapevine wreath that I got at a craft store, but I really love it. See if I can get it high enough that you guys can see kind of the full effect right there. There you go. Thanks for coming by. Check out my blog with the tutorial. This is one of the reasons why I love my Big Shot. Look at these great little accents. They're great for presents. They're great for anything really crafting oriented. Businesses, everything. If you would like to get your Big Shot for free or half off and get my discount, let me know. Join our, get the best kit available with our starter kit. See more on my blog. Thanks for coming. So this is your completed wreath. Once you're done, looks really pretty. Of course, you can add this holly berry look all the way around if you wanted to. I'm going minimalist on this. I might add more later, but I'm running out of time. So there you go. Make sure you check out my blog at gettingcraftystampin.com. And this is Jamie. I try to have daily tutorials for you. Isn't that pretty? I mean, really, all the sparkle. Once the sun hits it, it's going to be really pretty.